Let me start by asking you. You just left the PDP. What is going on in that party with Atiku Abubakar now under some kind of storm with the governor of Rivers and also the governor of Benue?
Well, thank you, Sam Amasaye. You captured it very correctly that I just resigned barely a week ago. And the point is, you are expected to observe or feel this kind of crisis, particularly when you are trying to supplant justice with injustice. I said it categorically from day one that the moment the PDP jettisoned its zoning formula as captured in Article 7, Subsection 3.1 of its own constitution with respect to zoning of or rotation of presidency, then you are likely going to have this kind of scenario that is staring us in the face. And they didn't just do that. When they threw the contest open, they were working from answer to question. And so after the primaries and all the gerrymandering, all the manipulations and what have you, what you have is also a replay of the main presidential contest in the choice of the running mates. You set up a committee as a party, as enshrined in your guidelines. Then you came up with voting 14 against 3 in the choice of who should represent the party as VP. You jettisoned that. You woke up in the morning, you came up with another candidate out of a minority vote. So you are likely going to have this kind of scenarios. So I think Wike has every right to be angry. I will encourage him to be angrier, so that next time PDP will have learned a lesson that it is always good for you to adhere strictly to the normative order as contained in your own status book. In this case, your constitution, and even electoral guidelines that are set up by your own executives. When you are now trying to apply all these provisions and you are now trying to manipulate the process, the tendency is for you to have the kind of scenario we have on our hands. So they will continue to be in crisis.
Well, Mr. Afegwa, I'm just a bit concerned. Does that not show the fact that Atiku Abubakar can take some tough decisions as a leader and the president if he eventually becomes the president? Because that's the argument. He said it was a difficult decision for him, but then one of the qualities of a leader is the fact that you should be able to make and take such tough decisions.
I think the reverse is the case. It's not about taking tough decisions. It's about not staying through to decisions. Because whether you like it or not, a party is not owned by one individual. A party is called a party because there are statutory organs, there are persons, there are factors that come together to take decisions for the party, because the individual who is a candidate cannot approximate all the whims and caprices of the party. That's one. Two, in a party formation or in party administration and party decision-making process, there has to be constructive engagement, there has to be collective bargaining in ensuring that the right decisions are taken, having factored in all the centripetal and the centrifugal forces, and create an aggregate balance such that when you take decision, it becomes a collective decision that is binding on all. But we're always very, we are fond of always taking the wrong decision. I will say they will go and reconcile. We will reconcile. You know what you are doing was not right ab initio. Rather than checkmate that at the onset, you will not do that. You take what appeals to your sensibilities and you now say you want to reconcile. I'm waiting to see how much of the reconciliation they will do, but it just shows that the candidate himself is going to be overbearing if he has opportunity to be president of the country. If a party set up a panel and you cannot adhere to the decision of that panel, then it leaves so much to be desired.
Maybe I should also try to see how I can quote Mr. Atiku's reasons as well. He had explained that in arriving at his decision, his running mate would have the potential to succeed him at a moment's notice. He explained that that person has to be a president in waiting. He says the person must have the qualities to be president. So does the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, does he have the qualities, the temperament to be that kind of person, to be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
Well, I think those are, those are statements that are coming like medicine after death. I'm not going to be bogged down by all those kind of rhetorics. The point is, Governor Wike contested presidential primary with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. He came second. He put up a strong showing until someone, stepped down or withdrew from the race for an Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Wike was going to win that convention, whether you like it or not. So such a man who was able to rally around 237 delegate votes, and you're saying that he's not competent or he doesn't have the temperament, he doesn't. Who tells you that Nigeria does not even need a man that is temperamental now to be able to solve the problems we are facing in this country? All this manner of body language and unspoken word or monologue, is that what we need? We need a man who has the gravitas, who has the guts, the boldness, the courage, and the uncommon attitude to be able to interrogate scenarios, confront our challenges and be able to come up with solutions. You see, this every time people keep saying that he doesn't have the temperament. The man is governing Rivers State. They call him Mr. Projects. He has transformed Rivers State. You see, keep talking. Only 3 days ago, I saw him delivering law school, the brand new law school he built. They say it's the best in the country. That's a state government. And you are not hearing him borrowing money from banks and all of that. Yet you say the man doesn't have the temperament and all that. What is the meaning of temperament in all of this? Give him opportunity and see whether he will have that temperament or not. And who has the temperament? Is it a man who spearheaded a Southern presidency in the Asaba Declaration? All the governors, 17 governors of the Southern states came to Asaba, take a declaration in your backyard. After the decision was taken and all of that, they had another one in Abia Umuahia, they had another one in Enugu, only for you to go through the back door and be working for a northern aspirant, and the final analysis became a northern candidate, for the party that's supposed to respect zoning. Is that the kind of person should be taken serious? No. I weigh all of these options before I took my exit from that party, because when you are within the party and you are criticizing them, they will feel uncomfortable because they don't want people to look them in the face and interrogate the processes or the decision making. So for me,
all right, Kasim,
I will not overlabor the issue. The point is very clear. Wike has all the criteria set out in the Constitution of Nigeria to be president of Nigeria. Whether he appeals to your sentiments or otherwise is another thing. What one man's meat, another man's poison.